So you've qualified in your chosen therapy, and now you want to set up and start your own therapy business, particularly within the UK. So I've just come off a call with a fantastic person who's in that position, and it reminded me of my journey, what it was like at the beginning, and also the kind of advice that I give to so many of my members, or the things that I keep them accountable to. So I thought it'd be really lovely to do a video sharing with you the top 4 things that the advice, if you like, for setting up your therapy business within the UK. The kind of things that I do tell people all the time, and I kind of wish that I told myself right back at the beginning when I made all these mistakes and did it exactly the way that I help people to not do now. So let's get into it. These are the 4 things that you need to know before or at the beginning of your journey of setting up a therapy business within the UK. Number 1 is the one-to-one business model isn't your only option. So many of the therapy schools really only talk about a one-to-one business model. So I'm here to tell you that is a really hard way to make money. Number 1, you have to get new clients all the time, which costs a lot of money and is time consuming. And number 2 is that it's quite a roller coaster. You end up where you're busy sometimes and quiet other times. So, and it doesn't suit everybody. So you don't have to do a one-to-one business model. I started off that way. I just did what everyone does, looked around at what everyone else was doing and went, well, that's a therapist then. So went off and filled my calendar with one-to-one clients, and then realized that it really didn't suit me and the style in which that I like to do things. So I'm here to tell you that there's lots of different options to make your therapy business a success. So for example, you can do retreats, and you could do products, you can do memberships, courses, webinars, all sorts of things. So there's loads of different ways that you can make your therapy business a success. So I wish that I had trusted my own instincts a little bit more and gone with what I felt was really in line with me. But I thought I was wrong and everyone else knew better at the time, because that's what you do when you start a therapy business. So if you in your heart feel like you want to build something a different way, then I'm here to tell you that you're probably not wrong. Trust your instincts a little bit more and realize that there's more options than just that one-to-one business model. Okay, number 2 is technology shouldn't be as high up on your to-do list as you think it should be. So I remember in my course, before we'd even finished the course, people were talking about business names and logos and websites and all those sorts of things. And I certainly did that at the beginning, spent a hell of a lot of money, a lot of effort, a lot of time doing all those things, and also creating leaflets and creating business cards. It almost felt like I wasn't a serious business unless I had all of those things. And if I'm being honest, it was a nice place to start. It's the fun stuff. But building all of that stuff does not give you a successful business. So I'm here to tell you that all of that stuff doesn't matter as much as what you think it does. And a lot of people that I work with have spent lots of time, money, and effort in that, and then decided that actually they need to change the name, or they need to design a new website, or they need to somehow do something different. So you can absolutely build a successful business and not even have a website. So there are ways and a lot of things that you should be focusing on, which is not all the technology stuff. So don't fall into the trap of wasting lots of time and energy and money and effort on all of those things that you think you need before you get started. You absolutely really do not. Number 3 is to have patience. I myself started a therapy business when I had no background in that industry. I had a corporate job, and then I quit the corporate job, set up my therapy practice. So I got really frustrated with how long it took before somebody kind of booked my services. And the reason for that is I had no reputation in the industry. People didn't know who I was, didn't know I existed, didn't know what I could do. I had no proven results, those sorts of things. So it took me a hell of a lot of time and effort at the beginning to build up all of that before people would know, like, and trust me enough to book my services. So at the beginning, you do need to put in a lot of effort, but it does get easier. So there was a point many times in my journey that I thought, this is way too hard. What is the point? I'm going to give up. Know that it does get easier as you build your business, because those cogs start going, the more people get to know, like, and trust you, and then it becomes a lot easier. So have patience at the beginning of your journey, because I see this in members a lot, that they want things quicker. They wish they had the results faster. And I'm constantly reminding them to kind of have patience and trust in themselves and trust in the work that they're doing. It's a hard thing to do in reality, is to understand that you're doing enough and understand that you're doing the work, and it will pay off. It'll pay off at some point in the future. And the last one, number 4, is to start with your strategy. So this is what creates successful businesses, is understanding your strategy. And it can take a little while for you to figure that out. There's also lots of market research stuff to be done at the beginning, so that you understand that the ideas that you have in your head make sense from a business point of view, so that you can see in front of you the business that you want to create and know that it strategically makes sense as a business. And that is how you know that all the work that you are doing is leading towards the outcome that you want, and that you're not being a busy fool because you're working on the things that are within your strategy. That doesn't mean that strategy doesn't change. It absolutely does along the time. But I think starting off with a clear plan, a clear idea, and maybe even testing out some elements of your idea within that market to see whether it's going to work or whether it's not going to work, before you go all in and invest loads of money, loads of time, and loads of effort. So the 4th tip is start with your strategy and understand the kind of market research, put the groundwork into your idea, test some things out, ask questions, get information. You want to be sat going, I know that this is a really great idea, before you go and then invest loads of time, effort, and money in something. I so wish that somebody had told me that at the beginning and helped me with my strategy at the beginning. So that is one of the main reasons that I set up Build It Brilliant, and I wrote the Build It Brilliant Blueprint book, is to share that strategy with you so that you can start off right and you can work smart from the beginning. So if you want that help, then you can go and buy a copy of my book, the Build It Brilliant Blueprint. You can also take my free quiz, which is all about making sure that you have that strategy in place before you invest in the technology. And I also have my Bib Accelerator membership, which is all about providing that community, that accountability, and helping you to create the strategy for your business that feels right for you and it makes sense from a sensible business viewpoint. So if you want information on any of that, then do visit my website, builditbrilliant.co.uk. You can learn more about it there. And if you click on resources, then all the things that I mentioned are all there for you to go and have a look and to see if they will help you and if I can help you through the process. For me, it's really important that you feel excited and confident at the beginning of your journey, because you have just qualified in some amazing, fantastic skills that the world really needs you. There's millions of people suffering. So if I can help you to get that knowledge out to the people, then I think as a team, we can have a bigger positive impact in the world and help people to stop suffering and live happy and healthy lives. So if I can help you in any way, then please do let me know, because I'm on a mission to help as many people as I can be the best they can be and build their own brilliant business. So I hope those 4 things help you. I've also done a post recently about a letter that I wrote to my fledgling business self, and that is on my Instagram. So Instagram, Build It Brilliant again on Instagram. If you want to go and follow me there, then please feel free and have a search through the videos. And there's one on there where I read out a letter to my fledgling business self, which I think is really useful. So congratulations on qualifying in your chosen profession. Welcome to this amazing world of making a difference. And I wish you all the best. That is it for this week's video. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you next week for the next one.